Hello guys, welcome to the second video of the Mobile Legends lane matchup series. If you haven't seen the first video, link is in the description. Let's straight head into the action. For this match I decided to go the tank emblem with Uranus with Explosive Blast because this offers him more outplay potential with Khaleed on the lane, as you will see later on. Now let's watch the game. It was a trio rank game in Mythical Glory queue and we were up against some decent opponents. As you can see I'm trading back and forth with Khaleed on the lane, and wait. You are able to do this easily as long as you keep track of his cooldown timer from his first skill, which is about 3-4 seconds. Because Khaleed wasted his first skill on the minion wave, I was able to secure first blood for the team. Remember, as Khaleed vs Uranus, never waste your first skill onto minions, unless you can hit Uranus with it too. Now, normally I would go now back to base, because it's a habit and usually you wouldn't be that high of HP and you are quite an easy target for ganks. However, since I still had my healing and the minions were pushing in, I decided to stay in lane for one more minion wave and get them before I reset. If you reset too early, you will lose a bunch of minions, and gold is everything in the early game, of course. Okay. Here's me farming, and another important part now is always try to contest Khaleed whenever he's doing something. No matter when he's on the tower, on gold crib or on minions, always try to contest it because you're a tanky Uranus in the end. And you can always 1v1 him as long as you respect his first skill burst damage combo with his execute. As long as you respect this part of him, you can always 101 him. As you can see, he wasted his first skill again on minions, and I got my first few stacks. He can heal, of course, which makes trading a bit more longer. And yeah, this part is now quite boring for some people, but keep notice that Khaleed is already half HP down and his second skill is still on cooldown. Now he used his second skill, and yeah, we're just trading back and forth the entire time now. Yeah, hitting first skill using Explosive Blast. Now I used my ulti to get some more stacks on him because I saw Kagura ganking and I hoped that she would do something, but Khaleed used the ulti and disengaged simply. Not really much has happened in this game so far. I recall back to base. Yeah, that's never a mistake if minions already gone and you want to see if you can go somewhere else in case something happened. Now I see that Lancelot was on the bot lane, that's why I'm now a bit more careful with my trades. However, I'm still I'm the owner of the minion wave. Khaleed uses his second skill, and as you can see, he lost this one minion. Yeah, he lost this one minion, and this one minion, well, it's just 40 gold or so, but still 40 gold, and yeah. And if you keep losing minions, this will stack up over time, especially if you ended up already as first blood. And here I outplayed Khaleed a bit because he used the ulti a bit too late, I would say. And yeah, this is how the game goes. Early game is perfect for Uranus now. I can push now my lane and try to get as much gold as you can before the tower plates are falling off, because you won't get free gold otherwise that easily on lane, especially not in later stages of the game. As you can see, I was trading with Chang'e. She was a bit a nuisance, but she wasted her ulti a bit. I got my gold. Yeah. I'm low on mana, but everything is still fine for me. I used my healing and I just, yeah, I just lane cut now the minions since I had nothing else to do and I knew that nobody would gank me. Trading with Chang'e, she's trading of course a bit better, and after she hit that first skill onto me I had to retreat immediately because her ulti was coming up and that's what I meant. But she noticed this, if you stand directly in front of Chang'e she can't hit you with her ulti, and this is how I eventually was able to kill her with this. Small mechanical errors here and there, but overall everything is decent for the early game so far for me, and we are soon entering the mid game, and I won't show you the entire gameplay since it was a long dragged out game. I will just explain a few moments here and there, and then you can watch the last minute of the game yourself if you want. But the early game lane matchup is almost over by now. Just waiting for the minions now and keep staying in the bush because, well, not giving your enemies too much information is always a good option. As he always wastes his first skill on the minions, you can always trade back and forth. If you're the Khaleed player, you shouldn't waste your first skill on the minions and instead just auto attack them and use your passive. That's it basically. If you waste your first skill, something like this happens. And this Khaleed got a bit outplayed because he tried to re-engage me even though I timed my ulti decently, and even though I get ganked, nothing much will happen to me since I'm already fat, really fat. Look at this Lancelot. he had to retreat because of this. Yeah, this is now quite boring game now, back and forth trading on the rest of the map while the bot lane is quite stable, and this was the only oopsie moment from me because I disrespected the Lunox a bit too hard and I had to use everything to get out. My Purify and the bushes. The bushes are important if you want to disengage as Uranus. And here I came back to lane, and you could think it was the repeat of the same stories before, but this time I had Hellcat with me. And he was able... Wait, no, he was not able to get her. That was the wrong moment. Yeah, I'm just poking like a monster. Yeah, you can watch the rest of the game yourself if you want, because there isn't really that much happening anymore, which is worth highlighting. It's just usual Uranus stuff, to be honest. You can always pull that off in casual ranked games. Just keep in mind stacks, and sustain, and your stacks. Stacks on the enemies and your own stacks. I mean, of course. With your healing, you're just tanky. And after this team fight, you can see the end of the video. So to summarize this video, in the Uranus vs Khaleed matchup, you need to remember that Khaleed usually has the upper hand as long as he doesn't waste his first skill. If you see a Khaleed wasting his first skill onto minions, then you know that you can try to win this matchup as a Uranus player. However, if you see that this Khaleed is always using auto attacks or his passive to clear the minions, you need to be more aware of the map state, since sometimes this a Khaleed will bait you into engaging him, which is not beneficial for you, since he's actually dealing more damage than you if he hits his full first skill combo onto you. And if you get baited by him, it is also possible that you could get ganked if the enemies are more coordinated, like in a 5Q game or so. So keep that in mind when you're playing Uranus against Khaleed. And usually this lane matchup is a 50-50. Usually no side is winning hard. However, if Khaleed is missing his first skill combo, Uranus is winning hard. And if Uranus is disrespecting Khaleed's burst damage with execute, then Khaleed is winning the lane. So if you pay respect to Khaleed and only engage if you think you can engage after he used his first skill, or if you've got your second skill open to tank a bit his damage, then it's almost an equal lane most of the times. And then you have to hope that your jungler makes better ganks than your opponents, and then you can see what happens later on. I hope you enjoyed this little lane matchup video this time, and see you next time. Bye!